everyone. My name is Tracy, and this month I am planning on participating as much as I can in the 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. This is season number 8, as well as the Scraptember. So, the sketch that is for September the 1st is this one here. And I only have one photo, so I had to use other things to replace these photos here. I want to show you what I have and what my plan is. I think I'm going to do some hand stitching because I believe that is the prompt for September the 1st. Now, I won't always do the prompt because I feel like I'm just lucky just to do the sketch. So anyway, this is what I have chosen for today. So this is my photo. It is very old. It's from, I would say, 1993, when I only had 2 girls. And the papers that I have chosen, so there needs to be a background, which I have white, and I have this yellow solid, but I also have this as a layer, as well as this as a layer. And for my other two photos, besides this, is I was going to have this as one and this as another. So these are actually going to be like cluster bases. Now, I also pulled out this beautiful floral paper. This was going to be what I had did some fussy cutting some flowers from, but I knew that that wasn't going to be enough. I needed to have more than that. So I went through one of my scrap bins, and actually I only went through the pink because that's where I got these two. And while I was there, I just pulled out some more things that I thought might work. So I just, this actually is going to be my title, You Are My Everything. I know it's very small, but that's what I'm going with. And I just pulled some things out that I thought would go with this. I have some wood veneer. I have some buttons, and I can also add thread to these to make those buttons. I have a camera. Here, these are cut aparts. And then I have this really old button. I think it's a sticker, actually. Yeah, but it's still pretty sticky, but still also like a button. So I thought I would use that. And then I also have some other things up here on my desk that I have. I have these acrylic hearts. I got this from Bramble Fox. I just joined their Fox, something like that. And then I only have some of these left. I'm almost out. I can't believe this is all I have. I'm going to have to go to Hobby Lobby and get me some more. And I have some other colors here as well, but I don't think anything goes as well as these pink do. So anyway, I'm going to put this on fast forward, and we will just see what I end up with. I decided to make the yellow as my banner that goes in the middle, which meant that the white was going to be the background. And I'm sorry, my camera is kind of going in and out trying to focus here. And what I had done, this is a 5-inch wide strip. And I thought it would be really clever. I kind of trimmed it down to, I think it was 9 by 5. And I end up not using this at all. I make this banner flag, or this fishtail, and I make it too big. And I normally don't cut it not cut it. I do cut it, but I usually don't draw it out. It's just way too big. So I am going to redo that. I do need a couple pieces of this. You're not going to be able to tell that it doesn't match. So just kind of overlook that, because I know the circles don't line up. It doesn't really matter because the photograph is going to be over the joining part, so you're not going to be able to really tell. And I know that I needed to have this scallop paper, a scallop printed paper, rainbow paper. I needed it to not show through, the fishtail, because I'm having to redo the fishtail. I actually redo this too. There was a lot of redos with this, a lot. Yeah, and it's kind of mishmashed together. Yeah, I know. So I've already decided right then, yep, I really messed up on that. So I get out the other piece that I had, which was 7 inches wide. So I trimmed that down to 5 inches, and I'm just going to eyeball this. Much better, much better. I think this is 10 or 10 and a half inches wide. And I decided to go ahead and use the bottom half of that scallop paper, which really works out well because it kind of matches with the circle paper. You don't really see it. It's just a pop of color. You don't even see scallops. You don't know anything about that. But I do like the colors, and I like that it's nice and bright. My photo is so muted. You know, the photos back in the 90s weren't, well, we had to use regular camera. This was film camera. I don't even think it was a digital camera. And so you just have to work with what you have. I do have negatives, so of these photos that I've managed to keep all these years, and I have them stored in a container, which I'm thinking about getting another type of gizmo to be able to read the negatives. I kind of looked into it. I've talked a little bit about it on YouTube, but I haven't gone out and purchased anything yet. I really don't have a lot of time to be doing that right now. I really want to be scrapbooking, getting these photos down. If I want to make copies or make more prints of these photos, I can always go back and do that when I have more time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just put down everything where I think I want it to go. And I'm not going to glue anything down quite yet. I'm just doing placement. I use the bigger elements first. I want to go ahead and put those down. The library card I actually got from Nicole Jones. I took one of her classes. She does have that available for purchase in her class. So if you'll just check out her, is it called Nicole Jones 911? To be honest with you, I don't remember what it's called, but I did enjoy the class and I did enjoy these library cards. I have them in several colors and I use them at least one a week. It seems like I do. And I want to say I'm out, so I need to go print some more up. So I have some stickers and I have, the cut aparts, and I'm using everything that I pulled out. The only thing that I didn't pull out that you'll see on the finished page is the acrylic hearts that I mentioned at the beginning. I didn't use them on this. And it's so hard to remember because there's so many little pieces here. How am I going to remember all this? So I just take pictures and then I refer back to them. All right, so this is the layout, the final. Here is the sketch that I went by, and this is my page that I created. I went ahead and glued everything down. The only thing that I added additional is I got these acrylic hearts. I didn't have those on the original page whenever I was putting it together. I also splattered some, some dark, I don't even know what color it is. I think it's like Night Moves is a Shimmers product. And I went ahead and did that before I put everything down. I did add some thread to each one of the little hearts and the little buttons, except for this one. This one I just left as it is. I did use a couple of flares. I've used the wood veneer, as I said. So this is it. This is it in completion. This was a very fun layout to do. I wanted to say that whenever I do my clusters, I know I have a lot on here and a lot of them are little pieces, but I think whenever you kind of manipulate it, you can make it look bigger than what it really is by having them touch each other, and just having a variety of colors, I think adds a lot of dimension. Even though this photo is, I don't know what, almost 30 years old, I think that the colors all work well together for this time period. And there's nothing here from the same collection. I have no idea what these collections are, but I know that whenever I went through everything that I had, I just made it work, and I think it works well. Anyway, I would love it if you leave a comment. Make sure you check out the other ladies that are participating in this wonderful event. And I've got links to their YouTube channels below. And thanks, Christy, for opening this up. I look forward to seeing you on the next page. All right. Bye bye.